What have we here? Back on a Thruxton R. So for the people who are familiar with the channel, know that I did have a red Thruxton R that I'd had from you for 4 years. Well, I sold that to buy that bloody Rocket 3R, which I certainly didn't like, and I did try and buy the old Thruxton back because it went to a dealer's, but unfortunately he'd sold it. I know another bike dealer who had this one. He's had it for a while. It's a 2018 bike, 1,000 miles from new, in mint condition, with the old race pack. And I've gone and swapped it for the bobber. Yes, the bobber's gone. It just, for my sort of riding, I don't know, it's a nice bike, but not really for me, I don't think. A bit like the Rocket Cruisers. I'm not really a cruisery type of motorcyclist. So I decided to, on the spur of the moment actually, I saw this, and as I say, he'd had it for a while, and I thought there might be a deal to be had. So yeah, we swapped it. Fortunately, I kept the American Vance and Hines pipes off the old Thruxton, just put the standard EU ones back on, so they're on now. And it is just wonderful to be riding a Thruxton again. Now we have got the low bar risers on this one at the moment, and on my old one I put the standard risers back on. I have actually got a pair of standard risers to fit. They're not too bad, these, as long as you're sort of moving, but at the moment you're sort of just going slowly through town or in traffic, they are a bit achy on the old wristy poos. It's amazing the different tune this has got compared with the bobber. It's just so much more livelier. I say I didn't really want to sell the red Thruxton, but sort of to justify it to her indoors when I bought the Rocket, it was such a lot of money. I said I'd get rid of the Thruxton, but I wish I hadn't really. I would have chopped the bobber in, but like I've said on other films, they offered me such a low part exchange for the bobber that it just wasn't worth it. I'd have lost so much money. Yeah, messed up a bit, bought a couple of bikes that were wrong, move on. And it's funny because white, you don't see many white Thruxtons, but when I first brought my one back in 2016, they did a white standard Thruxton, but not an R. And I said to the dealer, can't we sort of do a special order and just get the white bodywork put on? But no, they couldn't do that. But yeah, I'm really pleased, and this is a metal flake as well, so it's a nicer white. But no, I love the white. I like the red, but the white's nice as well. Does sound nice with those pipes, and it's got this has been decatted already, which is good. Really sounds a deep rumble with the straight through Vance and Hines pipes. I always used to enjoy the old Thruxton. They're just a lovely bike to ride, these are. You know, handle well, go well, just a nice bike. Got a decent tank range again as well. Yeah, it's a funny thing, the bobber. I mean, it was a lovely old bike. It looked really cool, but I don't know, you know, I'm not a lunatic on a bike, but I like to get along. And last weekend when I rode over to look at this, it's a nice country road coming back, and you sort of riding the bike to its limit really around the country roads, and it doesn't take a lot to scrape the foot pegs. It's amazing though, the power delivery is just so different. Got it in sport at the moment. The other good thing was I brought panniers for the last one, and the frames, and I didn't give them away when I sold the bike, so they're up in the loft still, which is good. By far the best was the US Vance and Hines though. I'm so glad I kept those. Well, look at that tank range, 150 miles. More like it. Such a good bike to ride for roads like this out in the countryside, just so gutsy. That's more like it. You know, it's as nice to ride this today as it was the first time I ever test rode one of these 4 years ago. Much more lively than the bobber though. So there we have it, another Thruxton.